Next hot take. Most roofing consultants failed at roofing and now they're charging you for advice. Learn from somebody who's actually doing it, not someone teaching theory. Hot take that you agree with.
The best hot take I've ever heard. That's the best hot take I've ever heard. Yeah. Like, that's so spot on.
Why do you feel that way?
So I heard a saying a long time ago, and some people are really not going to like this comment, but it is what it is because it's, in my opinion, very, very factually correct. Those who can't do teach. And it's like, it's really hard as a business owner to see all these people. You see this stuff on Facebook, scale your business to $1 million. And it's like, that's not really that difficult. Like, that's not even scaling. That's a one-man show. Like, that's not scaling. So don't even call it that, because all you're doing is taking advantage of these young guys trying to get into the industry that we need, by the way. It doesn't matter what the situation is. We need good quality competition. And right now, like, there's no young guys getting into this industry. I don't want to say there's none, but it's not like it used to be. It used to be everybody was in the trades. Now it's much harder.
Like, there's no pipeline, you're saying? Like,
it's not a great pipeline.
Somebody's son that comes up, but there's no real pipeline.
There's not a real pipeline driving guys to this. You know, over the last 20 years, everybody's been so indoctrinated into going to college and getting a degree and getting an office job, when in fact, there's some really, really great opportunities in the trades that make a lot more money than that office job probably would, with much different benefits, some good, some not. But the point is like, okay, you're learning from a guy that built a business to a couple $1 million, hated it, was miserable the whole time. So he, maybe claims he sold it, when in fact he sold it for the trucks that he had, the 2 trucks that he had. That's not selling a company. That's not an exit, right? Like, we talk about an exit. That's not an exit. That was kicked out. So, it's like, no, those guys should not be giving these young guys advice. You should find mentors. I wouldn't call them consultants necessarily, but find mentors. Guys will help you for no cost because we want to help. I know John and I talk to many younger guys and we don't charge anything. We just have a call with them and give them some tips, some pointers, and that's what it is.
Does everybody on the call today have a mentor?
Scott T-Bay.
Yeah, you're each other's. I love that. No, but seriously, Brian, Marian, you both have mentors?
I used to have one. Yeah, I was paid Dave Sullivan and John, for
Dave did it. Dave did it. So, like, that doesn't count, right? Like, that was good. Like, it was money well spent. I learned a shitload from Dave, but Dave did it. He was doing $10 million in business in the early 2000s. That's a good business. Like, there's a difference.
You're like, than that bunch.
Yeah.
I'd like to throw a little shout out to, like, the Pro Chats podcast that just dropped. Like, that Chris Zimmerman guy, man, like he's not like a guru or anything like that. Dude, that guy was like straight up spitting truth. And I was just like, man, I would get along with this dude. Get me to a dinner table with him. I need to chat with him for sure.
No, I get it. Zimmerman is such a gem for sure.
Cool.
And there's a handful of them like that in the industry, where when you get in front of them and you get to pick their brain, you're just like, how do I get more time? Like, how do I learn more? So I totally get it there. I don't think anybody else answered, though, outside of Scott there, about this hot take. What do you guys think?
I would definitely agree that you definitely need a mentor and you need mentees, right? So I'm working with a guy in Mississippi that is trying to, build his roofing kind of process. And I have a guy, a business coach, who's not in the game as far as roofing game, but he works with a couple other big businesses. And then I also have a guy that's in this as well that I reach out, that is a big portion of that. But I do think that that's a very hot take. Those, just like Scott had said, those who can't teach, right? I think Rory McIlroy even said on Sunday, like, his caddy is his kind of swing coach and all of that as well, right? And it just got like, so that means Rory's caddy can really play, but he can't play to Rory's level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would strongly recommend having a mentee and obviously a mentor. And I'm not trying to chase after the flashy guys on Facebook that are, talking a big game, because, that's not really what we're chasing after, is trying to be,
an influencer, perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
What if they're really handsome though, Martin? Or having a really cool mustache?
I was like, are you talking about yourself again?
If I need beard help, it's definitely John Starry, no doubt.
Absolutely. I'll just trim this thing this morning too, man. I'm looking proper, baby.
Yeah, you're feeling yourself today. I love that for you.
Brian on top, you've got that, that low taper fade, high taper fade. I mean, if you could combine those two people, wow,
I imagine
that would be
a force to reckon with. You know what I mean? That'll be crazy.
Unstoppable.
Anybody else have any feedback on this hot take?
I try not to distract myself with the likes of the younger generations that, haven't been through a recession or haven't been through hard times, and they had a roofing company for 3-4 years and they sold it. I mean, whatever. It's okay. Great. Good for them. But there's no long-term highs and lows that they went through to learn the hard way, the school of hard knocks. It's hard to learn from somebody who is just reciting quotes from books that they read. They didn't really do all that stuff. They didn't go through that experience to think that quote. They're just quoting somebody else who went through it. And now they're just repeating stuff. And we've got plenty of that. We're done.